very exciting to bring everybody together who's involved in this and succeed in making the environment for the workers who are going to build our nation's highways better.
It's worth doing, huh?
Absolutely.
For more than a decade, NAPA, working with key partners, has revolutionized how paving industry worker health, safety, and environmental issues are approached and resolved. The blueprint created by this partnership has resulted in effective and sensible solutions. In fact, it has become a national model.
Congratulations.
In 2008, after substantial planning and deliberation, NAPA and core partners, NIOSH, the laborers and operating engineers unions, equipment manufacturers, and hot mix contractors conducted field tests designed to answer the question: how can potential for silica exposure surrounding asphalt milling operations be minimized?
This is a project involving potential exposure to silica.
Okay, ready, set, now.
The government wanted to do this research project. It's an important issue involving worker protection. When NIOSH talked to NAPA, the NAPA folks said, well, look, we're interested in this, but we have to have the manufacturers of the milling machines, we have to have the contractors who operate these machines, and we have to have the representatives of the unions who are the workers on these machines, and that's how we do business.
The National Asphalt Paving Association is very proactive when it comes to safety and health. And in them being proactive, they decided to take a hard look at milling machines and exactly what exposure milling machines presented to construction workers. As a result of that, we held a number of meetings with the different partners involved. We, at some point, determined that measuring silica exposure was not what we needed to do. What we needed to do was just control the dust. And in controlling the dust, no silica, no exposure.
NAPA is usually very proactive on this stuff, and thus their membership too. And they would like us to get to a point where they can confidently put these machines out on the road with good operating and maintenance practices, and the idea is to achieve this by, of course, suppressing the dust coming from the machine at the source, especially using water sprays like we're doing here.
For a variety of reasons, obviously, whether you're a contractor, whether you're a manufacturer, we like to have a certain measure of control of our own destiny. Getting in early on a project like this and being part of the test case, if you will, coming up with solutions that work well for the manufacturer as well as the customer as well as the labor, we feel like is a win-win for all parties, and typically they're a lot more cost effective.
Well, I think, you know, the people are realizing that you accomplish a lot more working as a team. Because we're using assets from everybody, using the NIOSH laboratories and everything else. If we just decided to do this on our own, that would be a great expense that we would have to do. It also gives us an independent body looking at our work, so that, in the future we can come back and say, hey, we did it the right way.
The first meeting I went to, Gary made mention of an open book sharing process. That's new. It's welcomed. I understand the situation, and it's not just our company. It's an industry-wide problem, and we need an industry-wide solution.
I think it's really important that we all work together to accomplish the goal, and I think that through some of the meetings we've had as this partnership, we really saw an open line of communication between the manufacturers, all the groups, NIOSH sharing their expertise that they learned through the mining tests that they've done, all the manufacturers bringing their knowledge and expertise to the table. I think that open communication has really been important.
I think what we're seeing here today is the culmination of a lot of effort to try and enhance or bring together a test process where the data that's developed is easily comparable. And that's what you're seeing out here, is a controlled site, a safe site, and this is hard to duplicate in terms of a test site and a test process for each manufacturer. So there's a real positive benefit for the manufacturers to see this.
The goal of this is to take care of our workers, to protect them and keep them healthy. That really is the key to this, and you know, when the testing is all done and the data is compiled, that we end up with some type of best practices regulation that we can all live with in the real world.
We could not do this today without an industry of caring people, people who understand the importance of worker health and safety, and who can step up to the plate and help us resolve some issues.